Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of... He's tried one! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Now it's Lefay. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! Can he get on the end of this? Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Shot could be on. Oh, that's fabulous. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great...
And Marmouche! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. Rafinha. Pulisic. Anything noteworthy? And he's had a hit! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Quarter of an hour played. Pressure coming in from all directions. Lefay. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off and it wasn't the best decision.
And once more he proves rigid and robust. It's a pretty loose pass. Dewsbury Hall. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Lefay. Nicely weighted ball, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's managed to get rid. So what can they make of this? Pulisic. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mosquera cuts it out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Tanaka. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Picked out, tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Now, Can they get him away? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Szoboszlai. Whistle's gone, that's foul. That was mighty close. And they're back on the ball again. Aims beyond the defence. That's been cut out, well played. Tanaka, Dewsbury Hall gets a foot in here, looking to play him in. Girassi. Agarithabala breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Tries to play it through, and he's cut it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Girassi, and the shot! He has done it! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
He's gone for goal! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Caught offside that time. Rafinha, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And so we're off again. Lejeune. Aina. And here's the chance to counter. Alvarez gets over and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Endo. Girassi. Now it's Lefay. He has found the way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pulisic. Oh, they could break here. Tanaka. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Girassi. Shapes to shoot! Tanaka. And Rafinha. Driving forward. Rafinha! It's a loose ball. Decent enough try.
Rafinha really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Surely now! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out of play for a throw. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Great defending, strong and determined.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
Pulisic, played out wide. And it's Tanaka. Pavlovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's França. And the pass is intercepted. Dewsbury Hall. Szoboszlai. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Szoboszlai. Dewsbury Hall. Now it's Girassi. Girassi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's França. Rafinha. Oh, he's burst through. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Marmoush has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 97.
So, time for changes
Numero
on
8.
both sides, actually.
Numero 10. Numero 4. Numero 3. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Il numero 99. Il numero 77.
No, that was never going to make
Il
it.
numero 36. Il numero
That
15.
is a little undercooked.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Threads one in, and the through ball. Can he finish? Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Aina. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, well measured. And he's having a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. And that's been won straight back. Alvarez tries to pass it through. That has been cut short. And time is up.
The final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.